Hey everyone, Wiggles here. In this video, I'm going to go over the ninja class in Black Desert. Ultimately, I'm making this video to see if you want to take the challenge and main the ninja in this game. Let's get right into it. Ninjas are crazy fun to play, and they're an insanely good class. They have high mobility, insane bursts, and more utility in their kit than most other classes. They're arguably the highest action per minute class in this game, and they can perform incredible combos to devastate their enemies. Ninjas use a short sword as their main weapon and a shuriken as their sub weapon, so you can interchange between melee and range pretty easily, although most of your damage definitely comes from melee. The Awakening Ninja gets to use a katana as well. It has a really big area of effect, and it hits really hard. A ninja's F is really fun to use, especially in PvP and on bosses. The spell is Cutthroat, and it does decent damage, but it's not really meant for the damage. It makes you shadow step behind the target that you're on. It's a great way to outmaneuver your foes or get out of whatever attack they may have. All you have to do is just press F and just go right behind them. Also, it's really cool how this class can double jump. Doing this while you explore allows you to discover new areas that most other characters can't get. As for passives, they get a ton of extra attack power and evasion through killer training. Both Succession and Awakening ninjas get Shining Blade, which improves your attack speed by 10%. Succession ninjas also get Prime Shadow Blade, which increases your attack speed by another 3%. And Succession ninjas also get Prime Mantle of Darkness, which increases their melee evasion rate and their melee attack power. Both Succession and Awakening get a great 30-second buff. So Succession gets Prime Malicious Cut, and this increases your attack bar by 20 for 30 seconds. It increases your accuracy rate by 20% for 30 seconds. It increases your critical hit rate by 30% for 30 seconds. And you have 15% more ignore all resistance for 30 seconds as well. During this whole skill, you get super armor, just like every other class, but super armor is insanely helpful in this game. On the other side, Awakening gets something called Azura. Out of every class that I've done a review on so far, these two skills are the most different. Usually every class has a very similar 30-second buff, but this buff actually seems way different than the other one. So you get your attack power, you get 20 more attack power for 30 seconds, you get the same 20% more accuracy rate for 30 seconds, but then it recovers 50% of your maximum HP, 50% of your max WP, and it stuns on hit, up to 10 targets. Of course, you get the super armor as well, but this buff is definitely quite different than the other one, trading off some more attack related buffs for some resource management and a stun. Outmaneuvering everyone is definitely where the ninja shines. You can do a ghost step very frequently. It's by doing forward F, and it has a 1-second cooldown. Ninja step only has a 6-second cooldown, and that's by pressing right mouse button and forward. So you can easily close a mid-range gap by just holding F forward, right mouse button forward, and F forward. And then once you're at your target, go ahead and press F. Also, you get a skill called Target Chase, and this skill only has a 20-second cooldown, and it gives you 20% more sprint speed and no stamina consumed for 20 seconds. This is just another great way to go just a little bit faster in a fight. And of course, you can always do Ninja Evasion, which gives you invincible during the skill. So this is just a great way to save yourself with an iframe. Other than that, you have a few other skills that you can use as a utility skill to get out of a sticky situation. First off, you can do Brace, which just gives you some WP and some HP. You can also use Smokescreen, which will give you more evasion rate as well as stun your target. You can use Ninjutsu Block Jump, and this makes you swiftly disappear. You leave 3 blocks of wood, and then you can reappear in front or behind the enemy or move to one of the blocks of wood. This is a great way to reposition yourself in a fight to either mitigate any damage or in between your combo to destroy your enemy. This skill definitely gives you more opportunities while you're in a duel. Not only that, you have several ways to knock down or grab your enemies, so you can just constantly juggle them in a fight. And Ninjutsu Concealment is a really great spell. It gives you stealth. It makes you invincible while you're stealthed. You can move around a bit, and then when you perform an attack, it'll end the concealment. It consumes 100 stamina to move around during concealment, and once you hit 150 stamina, then the concealment will be over. This just gives you one more out if you need it, or one more way to close a gap and win the fight. Most people say Succession Ninja is for PvP and Awakening Ninja is for PvE. Succession has a ton of utility and single target attacks that make it a perfect kit for PvP. Awakening Ninjas have a larger AoEs and they have more hard hitting AoE attacks that they can use. Succession is a bit faster, but it's definitely obvious just how much better Awakening is for grinding than a Succession Ninja is. That being said, you can still PvE on Succession and still PvP on Awakening, but these are just the preferred choices. Looking at the arena Solare, Armin has always been at the top here every time I see it, and at the time of making this video, 6 out of the top 10 ninjas play Succession, so it does seem to have quite the evenish split. The ninja is definitely a great class for the Arena of Solare. Personally, I love playing Succession Ninja. Awakening is fun too and can hit incredibly hard, but when I play the ninja, I'm expecting fast attacks and a ton of utility to use to my advantage. If I wanted to blow up groups of enemies in Awakening, I'd go in Awakening Musa. I know there's definitely a cult following for the Awakening ninjas out there, so if you dislike this video, please hit the dislike button twice so I see it twice as much. Ultimately, my reasoning is ninja is a hard enough class as it is. Adding in the Awakening kit is just too much for me when I want to be effective with maneuvering and control. So as for skill enhancements, the level 56 preferred choice is Ani Shadow. Both are a great choice here though. Doing Shuriken Moondive is also very good, but Ani Shadow is the more popular choice and good for PvP because it gives you an invasion rate buff, and the ability is an iframe ability. This skill also has great mobility whilst in stealth, and you can do Ghost Step straight after, revealing yourself to go into stealth again. Next, the Illusion of Restraint is the more preferred choice. This skill deals decent damage and is also an iframe ability while moving, and then it's a forward guard during the attack. It also slows the target's movement speed. Ninjutsu Decapitation definitely does a little bit more damage, but the other benefits and Illusion of Restraint makes it the preferred choice here. And then lastly, level 58s. This really comes down to your player preference. I'm choosing Ghost Slash here because it gives you a decent amount of HP per hit, but if you do want more damage, Ghost Claw might be the preferred choice for you. It also gives you a great attack speed buff, but it's completely unprotected and has quite a long animation. The ninja class has always been one of the best PvPers in this game and will never go unnoticed. Coming across this class when you're grinding in a new area is pretty scary because the ninjas can close gaps super fast and constantly juggle you around as your health crumbles. Whether you choose Awakening or Succession, I'm sure you'll really enjoy the ninja class in Black Desert. Now, should you main it? That's completely up to you. If you're into PvP at all, I suggest picking up this class just so you're familiar with their kit. That way you can counter them a bit better if you happen to duel them. I love this class and it'll always be one of my mains. What about you? Leave a comment if you'll be playing this class or what class you'll be playing to counter this class. Please like this video so it can be shown to more people like yourself. The more people like this video, the more YouTube will know that it's a good video so it can be shown to more people that like Black Desert. Also subscribe to my channel for more Black Desert videos. I'm doing class review videos on all the classes and I'll for sure get to them all. My two latest ones are for the Scholar class and for the Dracania class. Go check those out. I'll leave them at the end of this video. I also have a choosing your class video that goes over all the classes to help give you a better idea of what class you want to start with. I put all the classes in separate categories, so you might find that video useful. I also have some top 5 and top 10 class videos. So far I have things like top 10 PvE, top 10 most fun to play, top 5 easiest classes, and top 5 hardest classes, and the ninja definitely made the list for the top 5 hardest classes. Thanks for watching everyone, have a great day. Cheers.